Well, it's the CMC's turn in the spotlight, so what cute little adventure are they up to now?
Princess Twilight! We're glowing!
They're growing up so fast! So we begin this episode with Twilight and the CMC traveling to Mount Eris. While Twilight's on official school business, the CMC is trying to solve their first friendship problem. And it's here where we meet Terramar, brother of Silverstream, and the reason the map called upon the CMC. Turns out after the events of the MLP movie, some of the hippogriffs, like Terramar's father for example, returned to the land they once dwelled to rebuild anew. And it seemed there are other hippogriffs, like Terramar's mother, that have grown to love their sea home and chosen to stay. Every hippogriff has chosen to either live on land or in sea. Everyone except Terramar, who's having trouble choosing. Oh, I see what they're doing. Once in a blue moon, the writers like to tackle serious issues in subtle ways. One of their well-noted episodes that does this is Tanks for the Memories, that tackled the subject of loving pets passing away as well as the 5 stages of grief. The writing was so subtle and well done, it took me another look to actually catch it. And this time it seems we are now tackling the emotional struggles of a child with divorced parents, which in on itself is a delicate subject. I mean, no kid wants to choose between their mom or dad, because by choosing one, it feels like you're losing the other, both in the physical and emotional sense. No child should have to face this type of turmoil, however for some, they don't have a choice. And it's interesting how they played it off in this episode. I mean, think about it. When people get divorced, the majority of the time they don't want anything to do with their ex-significant other. They basically write them off emotionally and want them out of their lives. However, it doesn't seem like that for the case of Skybeak and Oceanflow. They seem to value each other emotionally and are only apart because of their personal preference between land and sea, not because of their disdain for each other. But this still doesn't fix Terramar's issues. So the CMC come up with an idea, weigh the pros and the cons of both places, and pick the best option. Which I have to say is a good idea. I can't see how this could...
This is the end, don't ever talk to me again.
What the frag? How? How did you make this about yourselves? Okay, the CMC might be kids, but with any episode that showed them helping others, they were still focused on the task at hand. Albeit they can have some bad ideas from time to time, but they still have the creatures they're helping interest in mind. Here, Scootaloo and Sweetie Belle have a bad case of tunnel vision, choosing to see only the best on one side, causing both of them to argue amongst each other, while confusing Terramar even further. Shame on you, girls! Shame on you! Except you, Apple Bloom. That face just says it all. Anyway, after Scootaloo and Sweetie Belle own up to their mistake, both sides of the hippogriffs come together for fun, giving the CMC an idea. So, they retrieve Terramar from his alone time, they show him that he can be part of both land and sea, and the CMC complete their first friendship mission. And that's Surf and or Turf. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed the episode. When it comes to serious subject matter, the writers of MLP seem to know how to make a compelling episode. They give it that air of playfulness without going too far off topic. And I hope we get to experience more of these in the future, because not only are they fun to watch, but they do teach life lessons that everyone needs to know at least once in their life. Plus, it's nice to see that we're starting to venture out into new locations, and I gotta say, I did like the magic and physiology of the hippogriffs, especially the way they transform. Speaking of which, gotta go, gotta make a call. See you next time when I seal the show. Okay, after watching this episode, I'm now compelled to make this PMV.